Okay, what am I doing? Hello, everyone. I like forgot what I was doing. Okay. Light a candle. I'm working from home today because we had a bunch of maintenance people come over here because we had to get our washer fixed. Well, it turns out it wasn't our washer, it was our dryer. And then turns out we have to have our faucet replaced. So we had all these maintenance people in our house today. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Evil eye. I got my evil eye oil going. Okay. I hope everyone is doing good today. We got 5 readings today. We got quite a few. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need a bigger thing to hold all of my like stuff. Like my pens and stuff. Okay, let me pull up Ashley's reading. Ashley is first. When's the last time we read together, Ashley? Thank you for being so patient, too. I'm guessing you accidentally bought the YouTube live reading. Oh, February 1st. Okay, so it's been like a month. Cool. Do you want to know what's next in love? Okay, that's right. You and Nick are not a thing anymore. I'm so sorry. Okay. We get some cleansing going. And then we will get into it. What spiritual cards do I want for you? What spiritual cards do I want for you? Fairies? Dragons? I think I want this one. I think I want this for you. Oh my god, I'm getting hungry. Okay, yeah, I think I want this one. Not me dropping shit. Okay, let's get into it. Spirit, what is coming next in the for Ashley? My candle's going out. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Ashley. This is a mess. And just letting everyone know, I have all the comments hidden while I do readings so I don't get distracted. What's coming next in love for Ashley? Two of Wands reversed, Hierophant, Challenge, Hangman reversed, 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. I think you're getting contacted. There's a lot of communication here. So I don't know if you want to hear from anyone from the past. I don't know if you want to hear from Nick, but I'm going to guess that that's who it is. Okay. I think what's going to be more significant is the spiritual message of it all. Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands in the reverse, the Hierophant coming out as a challenge, the Hangman in the reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles. It's definitely giving like 10 steps forward, 15 steps back. I feel like as soon as you make new plans or like you try to move on or you try to just go in a different direction with the 2 of Wands here, you try to just lay low, whatever you're trying to do that doesn't involve Nick. It's like that just gets challenged. The Hierophant coming out as a challenge is like That's like dealing with your commitment issues. If you feel like you have any, the Hangman in the reverse is sacrificing something. Then the Three of Pentacles is collaborations and working together. So that could be you going to therapy or just like trying to work on yourself, trying to find like new things to do. I feel like you're trying to distract yourself in a good way. Like you're trying to keep yourself busy. Then we have the Knight of Wands coming out as a challenge, which is someone coming in, but they don't really have any intention on sticking around. And then we have the Knight of Wands coming out as a challenge is so crazy because I feel like when he does come back in, it's like he doesn't really have a plan. He doesn't have a plan, which is interesting because in the first 4 cards, I'm like, this is you trying to make new plans and you're trying to have structure almost. And then he comes in with no plan. And it's like, I don't want this kind of spontaneity. This is not the kind of spontaneity that I'm looking for. The Three of Swords in the reverse is healing from heartbreak. Then we have the Nine of Cups reverse, which is not getting what you want. And the Wheel of Fortune, which is timing. So I just feel like Nick comes back in with this really shitty, like, hey, how are you? And it leads you on. If you go along with it, right? You could ignore him if you really wanted to. But if you do choose to like speak to him, I feel like he leads you on and you don't get what you want from the situation. And then you find yourself having to heal from it all over again. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about timing and luck being on your side and fate. So I feel like it is fated that Nick will try to come back, but it's up to you. It's up to you if you allow him back in or not, obviously. Overall, we have the Page of Pentacles. It's more communication coming in. And then the Chariot is like, get in the car, let's go. He is going to try to establish some sort of like friendship with you. And it just feels really dumb. Like, why are you trying to be friends with me? Why are you checking up on me? We broke up or whatever. So I don't know if you've heard from him over the weekend or over the last couple of days, but like this is definitely on its way. This feels like summertime. We have Pisces, Taurus, and Cancer energy here, but I don't know why I'm feeling summer. I'm feeling more of that Cancer energy. This was very straightforward. Okay, I don't have my timing deck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I have something in my eye. Oh my god. Oh my god, you know when you get something in your eye and it feels sharp? Oh my god, that was me just now. Oh my gosh. What the hell, Leonte? Oh my gosh. What is happening? Ow. Oh my god, I can feel it. It's like down here. It almost feels like a piece of like dried mascara like broke off of an eyelash and is like in my eye. Okay, sorry. I think I got it. I wish I had more to say. I mean, you've been waiting a couple of days for this. I wish I had more to say. Now I feel bad. He wants to establish like a friendship with you. And I'm like, dude, no. Like it feels very egotistical. Like it's almost like he just wants to know what you're doing. It's like he can feel you moving on. It's just like such a typical like your ex is coming back reading. We have opportunity knocks, go for it. And then we have creative wonderment, follow your passion. Again, this feels like a new plan. Look at all that pink energy. This is love, self-love, getting back to that feminine energy of like, and this has nothing to do with gender, but feminine energy is so, I don't want to say soft, but it's very relaxed and it's very like safe and not in like I'm holding myself back kind of way. I'm in my comfort zone kind of way, but it's like safe. Like you're free to roam around without being hurt or ridiculed. And I just feel like you're finally at a point where you're not walking on eggshells around someone. And I just feel like he comes in and he just wants to just completely tear that up for you. And I feel like this is encouraging you to see what else is out there. Give yourself a chance to see if there's anything better. I think you have the opportunity to really get Nick like out of your energy. But it is Mercury retrograde, so it wouldn't surprise me if he came back around. I think there's a chance here to also hook up with him as well. I would advise against that. I think that he's been holding you back from a lot of like creative energy, and that's really sad to see. But again, it's not that you're not talented or whatever. It's not that you're not like getting the job done. It's more of like I'm stressed out about this thing all the time and I'm putting a lot of energy towards it, and if I wasn't with him, I could probably put that energy towards something else more productive or like something that makes me happier, you know? So I definitely see him trying to come back in. It's very annoying. I'm trying to dig and find something else, but I can't. I don't see anyone new. Yeah. Taurus, Pisces, and Cancer here. Girl, that's what I have for you. That was very straightforward. That was very straightforward. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wonder if I can update these. Can I update these timestamps in real time? I don't know. I guess I'd have to go in. I don't know if I can edit this while I'm like in the middle of the live. I don't think so. Okay, who is next? Monique. Thank you, Ashley. Monique. I love the name Monique. Where are we at? 11:44. Oh my gosh. 11:44. 11:44 was an angel number for me when I first started along like my spiritual journey, and I thought that I was like a twin flame with like a couple of different people, and I was like going insane when I was in spiritual psychosis. Okay. Ooh, what is really happening beneath the surface in my work situation? Ooh. Spirit, can you tell me about Monique's work situation? What is she not seeing? What is Monique not seeing? Whoa. Whoa. Not like two terrible cards right off the bat. Girl, are you okay? Oh my God. God damn. Jesus. Okay. Well, if you're concerned about money, I don't see a lot of money problems here. This is more of like a emotional management, like someone making bad decisions kind of situation. I see money a little bit, and I'll get to that. It all intertwines though. It's kind of like a domino effect, right? Like if you're not treating your employees correctly, all the money gets fucked up one way or another. If you're disorganized with your money, then that affects the employees, right? We have the 5 of Wands in the reverse here. And then we have the 7 of Swords to start out. This to me feels like organized chaos, not organized chaos. It feels like intentional chaos, intentionally organized chaos. I kind of feel like you have some upper management or there's people in the workplace who cause drama on purpose. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's what I see. The 5 of Wands is about conflict and drama and competition. And when it's in the reverse, it's like, I don't want to be tangled up in this. The 7 of Swords is someone who's very manipulative and sneaky. So I kind of feel like someone is manufacturing is a better way to say it. Someone's manufacturing chaos in the workplace for some sort of gain. We have the High Priestess and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. This is very intentional. The High Priestess is a very intentionally spiritual card. It's a very wise energy. I'm not saying that this person is necessarily wise, but the High Priestess, she knows what she's doing and she knows herself. She's very spiritual. She's very tuned in with her higher self, etc. she has it together when it comes to self-concept and like knowing who she is. So the fact that this person feels so, or these people, this person, the fact that they feel so bold to manufacture this kind of chaos tells me that they're very confident in it, and that kind of scares me. The Eight of Cups in the reverse is going back to something. So this is something that they've done before, and it's worked in their favor before, so they think it's going to work again. Then we have the Hangman, which is feeling suspended. It also talks about sacrifice. So what I get from your workplace so far is that you are expected to sacrifice a lot of your personal feelings and maybe even your own health and mental health in order to succeed in this environment. So if you're like, it's kind of giving like Wolf of Wall Street. Like I'm getting images of like working in like you're a stockbroker or something like that, and you're like on Wall Street and you're like yelling at people on the phone, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know anything about finance. I've seen The Wolf of Wall Street. So. But I just feel like whoever you work for thinks that if they manufacture chaos, you will be more productive and you'll bring in a lot more money. So if you work in sales, I feel like this competition and this like being pitted against each other or whatever, that's done on purpose. And I feel like if you and your coworkers are starting to pick up on that, you guys should definitely talk to each other, because this is not okay. You guys are going to end up miserable. So, yeah. If you're not in sales, I just feel like the management here is like, oh, we're going to manufacture a bunch of chaos and like negativity to get them to work harder. So it could just be something as simple as that. The Page of Wands in the reverse is doing one thing and saying another. So there's a lot of lying. There's a lot of like actions not matching up with words going on here. We have the Hierophant in the reverse, which is rebellion. And then we have the King of Cups in the reverse, which is being emotionally irrational. I always see King of Cups reversed as irrational Cancer man. So I think that what's going on here, again, I don't know all the details about what's going on. What I see is that this is all very done on purpose. Whatever you're experiencing, if you feel like shit, they want you to feel like that because they feel like it'll make you more productive. If you're concerned about one or two people in particular, I would confirm those suspicions. I feel like they are not doing what they should be doing, or they are lying about something. Overall, we have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. This is where the money comes in. Four of Pentacles is money hoarding. So again, it's kind of giving like Wolf of Wall Street. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is information coming in. I always see the Knight of Swords as someone who like kind of rushes in and like throws a newspaper at you and is like, read it, read all about it. So it's not necessarily good or bad, but it's facts, the facts. So I think what's happening here is that you work in an environment that is manufactured to be a little bit more negative to get you guys to work harder. It's like dangling a carrot in front of you or something. It's odd. It's concerning for sure. But yeah, if you're concerned about like a couple of people in particular, yeah, they're doing exactly what you think that they're doing. I'm not picking up on any like workplace affairs, or I'm not really seeing anything about promotions either. If you're concerned about promotions, you'll get the promotion when you start to prove yourself. And obviously with this situation, this doesn't look very positive. So you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of like your own values and morals in order to move up here. So I don't like that. We have Greenman's Door, Portals to Fairy, Wheel of the Year, Galactic and Gaian entry points. And then we have Fairy Wishing Well, Manifestation, Expectations, and Offerings. So your spiritual message to go along with this is that, well, this is about timing. This is about different times throughout the year, different important like spiritual times, like harvest times and eclipses and stuff like that. Fairy Wishing Well is asking for what you want. So I think you should ask yourself what you want. Do you want to stay here and be in competition with everybody else and be around a bunch of liars? Or do you want something different? And I understand that here in the States, like the work culture is not fun right now. The economy is not fun right now. Finding a job is really difficult. So I never encourage people to just like up and leave their income source or leave their job. But I think it's important that you start planting those seeds to get the fuck out of here if you don't want to lose who you truly are. Because in order to be here for the long game, I feel like you're gonna have to sacrifice yourself. Now, if you're unemployed and if you're unemployed and you're like, I'm not even at a workplace, this is a really big indication to not pretend to be anyone that you're not. Don't always be yourself. Keep pushing and don't fall for anyone who seems really, really like if you go into an interview and you're like, why do I feel like you're fucking lying to me? It's because they are. And don't fall for the companies that make you do projects during the interview process, because that's literally just them doing work or stealing work. That's them stealing work from you. And if they make you do that, that means that they're okay stealing from their employees and taking advantage of them. So again, if you're like employed and you're like, what's really happening beneath the surface in my work situation? Like, why aren't I getting a job? It's rough out here. A lot of people are using manipulation tactics to get people into situations so that they don't have to pay them, etc. Just hold out. Again, the spiritual message here is saying, like, if you really, really want something, plant those seeds now. Tell us exactly what you want. Your spirit team is like, tell us exactly what you want and we'll make it happen. It's not like they're going to drop a job in your lap, but they're going to give you opportunities to say yes to. And it's going to be a little bit difficult because your discernment needs to be very strong. There's going to be some people who seem like they're fake, and then there's going to be opportunities that seem really exciting. So follow the excitement. Yeah, very interesting. I hope that resonated. That was kind of crazy. Taurus and Pisces here. Okay, thank you, Monique. Yeah, I think you got some crazy people working there. Thank you, Monique. Okay, who's next? Jay. Also, I have the comments off, everyone. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. Oh man, I'm out of water. Oh well, that's fine. Okay. Let me get some Palo Santo going. What do I do? Constant back and forth. Okay. Oh man, the entertainment industry. It's all just fucking falling apart, dude. It's just falling apart. As soon as I said that, my candle went out. Like, what? Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm like dropping shit. 24. 20. I'm sorry they made choices to discredit you. That's crazy. Okay, Okay, Spirit, what's the advice for Jay here in regards to speaking up? I don't even know how to frame this question. What is the advice here for Jay in regards to the entertainment industry? What's the advice here? God, I pick up a lot on this in like my K-pop readings too. This isn't just about the entertainment industry either. This is about the media and the political climate as well. Those of us who work in media or entertainment are going to have to make some really big sacrifices over the next few years, starting now. And I genuinely feel that with everyone, whether you're in the spotlight or working behind the scenes, we're all going to have to start making some really, really big sacrifices. So yeah, I understand why you're just like, I don't want drama and I don't want legal issues. But I think the problem is that if we speak up, speaking up is necessary, and it is going to cause drama and it will cause legal issues. Maybe not necessarily for you. I don't have the justice here, so I don't really see legal issues. I don't see anyone trying to sue you. But I think that's the scary thing about where we're going is there's going to have to be a lot of us that band together and say, yeah, we can't do this anymore. And it is going to be a lot of drama, and it's going to be legal. It's going to be legal issues. So we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. That is someone manipulating your money and yeah, fucking with your money basically, right? That's someone messing with your money. And I would say that discrediting you and trying to take credit for your work is definitely fucking with your money, for sure. We then have the Two of Swords, the tough card. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Two of Swords is about being at a crossroads, right? Either you go this way or that way. There really is no gray area here. You can stay where you're at and not say anything and just keep moving with this anger that's building up in you. Or you can find a different path to go down where you do stand up for yourself. The problem with standing up for yourself, right? And again, I talk about this all day long in my K-pop readings. The Eight of Pentacles reverse, you might be blacklisted, or you might not get work for a really long time, or you might, you know, I don't know, people may not want to work with you. That's kind of just what happens to people who speak up. And it's so fucking unfortunate. It's horrible, and you don't deserve it. Nobody does. But we're kind of at the point now where it's either we stay quiet and we just let things go the way that they have been going, or we stand up and we say something and we put everything on the line, even if that means we may not work in this industry again. I know, like, one of the scariest things for me is that, like, I wanted to work in the K-pop industry for a long time, but I don't agree with the way most of the idols are treated. And I know for a fact now that being a tarot reader and reading on these situations and giving my opinions on all of these situations are I'm probably never gonna be able to get a job in the K-pop industry unless I'm like really, really, really working behind the scenes and nobody sees me, right? So that's kind of like a sacrifice that I had to make. It's very possible that, you know, idols, if they ever found my content, they would look at me and be like, oh yeah, we can't talk to her, be friends with her, like, in public, because this is like big picture. Like, this has not happened, but like, it's very possible that, like, you know, idols would find my stuff and be like, oh yeah, even if I'm accurate, like, be like, oh yeah, we can't really talk to her, like, we can't really be friends with her in public because Like, we can't like put our careers out on the line. And I think that like that was kind of a hard pill for me to swallow, like just understanding that I may not have the spot in the entertainment industry that I always wanted to have. Um, but also understanding that like social media has made it very possible for us to be very independent and do our own thing and kind of create our own space. Maybe we don't become bajillionaires and get invited to Paris Fashion Week, but hey, like at least we still have our dignity and integrity and we're doing things the right way and we're being ethical. Um, and I think that at the end of the day, it is worth it. It is worth it because you still have yourself. And I don't think that you deserve to sit around like letting people take credit for your work. I mean, that's horrible. You deserve to like find your people, and it might take a lot of time, but you're going to find a lot of the people who are experiencing the same thing as you, who have also kind of taken a step back and stepped away from this industry, and they are taking a moment to try to figure out where they're going next, right? There's a lot of people who are also at the crossroads with you. So just make sure to look up, look around, because you're not alone. We have the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands reverse, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords coming out as a challenge. Yeah, we don't really know what's next. We don't really know what's next just in general for this entertainment industry. I'm not saying, the people who are discrediting you, obviously they're horrible people. I don't know if they're like Harvey Weinstein level horrible, right? They might just be assholes. The people you're dealing with may just need a good talking to, But like, um, the people who are actively discrediting you are not going to survive in this industry over the next 15 to 20 years. I know it's a longer timeline, but I mean, you got Aquarius energy, you get it. You understand. This is not going to pan out for them in the way that they think it is. It's just not. So, we don't really know what's next, and so it's important for you to understand that you control what you do going forward. You have full control over where you go and who you work with, and the people who are actively discrediting you, you don't have to spend your time around those people. You may have to explore other parts of the industry, which I know I've talked about a lot with you in other readings. You may have to explore other parts of the industry to really find your people to get to where you want to go. You might have to go the back way, right? You might have to take the long way. But yeah, you're in full control. You're not at the mercy of these people. We have the High Priestess here, which talks about trusting yourself and having this inner knowing and trusting that like you know who you are and you know what you have to offer. The Knight of Wands reverse is being wishy-washy, and the Eight of Swords is anxiety. So I would take the next, I would say 2 weeks, because this is 2 weeks to a month, to really think about what life would look like if you started to go in a different direction. I'm not saying leaving the industry, but what happens, and I'm just going to use K-pop as an example. Again, I've used it so many times. It's just like on my brain. That's what I know. Like, what if I tried to get into the K-pop industry? What if I tried to get into like social media for this random company over here? What if I tried to do that? Whatever piques your interest, whatever you feel like can open a door for you later on down the road, ask yourself and try to figure out what life would look like if you did that for a little bit. You don't have to stay there for forever, but it might be a good break. And it's not you giving up, it's you trying to not sell your soul. Like, you try not to sell your soul and still do what you want to do. Overall, we have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. This is going back to something, and this is information and facts. You have all the evidence and facts and information that you need in order to make a sound decision. So whatever you choose to do, like, you're going to be fine. If you stay along this path and you stay working for these people who are like discrediting you or whatever, you're just gonna have to stay quiet, right? Or if you want to still work in their circle, you're probably just gonna have to stay quiet. or you could try to work in their circle and you could stand up for yourself. But if you do that, then you just have to accept that there might be drama and there might be legal issues. That's a possibility. You have to decide what's worth it to you. Do you just want to create your own thing and kind of figure out what that path looks like? Do you just want to start over from the ground up? Like, do you feel like that's worth it to you? Or do you want to face this head on? Do you want to face these people head on? Or stay quiet, you know? It's interesting because I feel like not even like a crossroads this way or this way. I feel like you have 3 paths. It's not just this way or that way. One path is like doing your own things, getting into your own corner and of the entertainment industry and building it from the ground up. You may have to take a different job in a different part of the industry just to pay the bills or whatever, which is fine. And then you have another path, which is like staying where you're at and staying quiet and just trying to work your way up. It doesn't matter if people are taking your work. And then there's the other path of like staying where you're at, but also standing up for yourself. But there's legal issues and there's drama. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's like, again, the energy that I'm getting, it's not just coming from your readings, it's coming from everyone, and it's the political climate. It's like, if we want a revolution, like if we want things to change, we got to stir the pot a little bit, you know? We got to stir the pot. If we don't want to face them, then we have to go off and start our own thing. It's just, it's frustrating, especially when you're not the big wigs with the money and the millions of dollars and the connections, but there's so many people out there who are in the same position as you. We have Light the Darkness, Ancestors, Ancestral Line, and Generational Shift. And then we have Gossamer Princess in the reverse. Communication and relationship work to be done. This card comes out so much. Well, this one does too, but this one comes out a lot for like everyone. I feel like one of your biggest challenges, just from all the readings that we've done together, one of your biggest challenges is like your connections and your relationships. And you just feel very, or you feel, or what I'm picking up for you is that from you is that you feel very different. You feel very different from everyone. And it's almost like people just like don't understand me. People don't get me. And when you feel like an outcast that much, it really does take time to like find your people. Like even now, like I mean, like I'm a Leo rising, so like I can kind of like fake it till I make it when it comes to socializing. But it's taken me a really long time to really understand like why I only have like a couple of like, I think my circle of friends who I've had for a long time, I think I only have like 4 or 5 like really, 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 really good friends who have like, we've just stuck by each other through thick and thin, and people who I've never fought with or had any problems, like genuinely click with. And so when you feel like an outcast like that, whether it's because you're an Aquarius or because you're neurodivergent, you just don't operate the same way as other people, it just takes time. It takes time, and it's so frustrating that it takes time, but it's just something you have to accept. And you have to give yourself a chance to go out and find your people. But every time something doesn't work out, you can't just give up. You can't just give up on relationships and isolate yourself. If you want to succeed, especially in the entertainment industry, you got to turn that networking on, and you got to keep trying to find your people, because it's really hard to do this on your own. And you can, especially with all the technology we have now, but everyone who wants to work in this industry deserves a production team that they feel comfortable to work on, you know? This to me feels like you are very protected, and you're just going through a lot of lessons that your ancestors know that you can handle. And you're supposed to be innovative. You're supposed to be doing something different. And being different right now is not easy. It's never been easy, but right now especially, it's just not fucking easy. And I think that, like, there are so many people who I get it from the cards. There's a group of people out there who are waiting for you. But you got to choose a path to walk down. Yeah. If it were me, I would choose the alternative path and I would try to create my own thing. You don't have to do what I do. Do whatever you feel is right, you know? Okay, Gemini, Taurus. Yeah, I can't say that, like, no one would sue you or no one would try to blacklist you if you stood up for yourself. That's just not how this industry works. People are horrible here. People are horrible here. Ah. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope that helps, Jay. I don't know. It was kind of woo-woo. Kind of woo-woo. I'm sorry you feel so isolated. Thank you, Jay, as always. Okay, next we have Misty. Misty, 41. Oh my gosh, Bex, thank you. Bex is sending me all kinds of people. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. It's been tough. It's been rough out here, so I appreciate it. I work from my friends every lifetime from my first life. I'm looking for a spiritual Misty, such a cool name. I went to, sorry girl, I'm about to put your whole name out here. I went to elementary school with a girl named Shadow Midnight Moon. And I was like, bro, that name is sick. So anything that has to do with, like, the elements, I'm like, elements or, like, weather or, like, the earth, I'm, like, always impressed. Okay, Spirit. Misty. We have a spiritual message for Misty. It's interesting when you ask about friends. There's something here about your female friendships. Look for my friends every lifetime from my first life. I'm looking for a spiritual reading and my friends. When you say I'm looking for a spiritual reading and my friends, I'm not sure if you mean like you're looking for like your soul family, basically. Like you're still looking, like you obviously, like you're friends with Bex, and I'm sure you have other friends, but you're like, I'm still looking for my soul family. That's what it sounds like to me. I think it's going to be very important for you, and I'm not judging you, or I'm not like trying to say that you've had any sort of experiences. Like, I'm not there with you every day. I don't know what you're doing. But it's going to be very important for you to stay off of your phone over the next few years, because I feel like for some reason you're going to be like more susceptible to like the gender war kind of vibe that the internet loves to enable. And I love to make fun of men all day long. It's like one of my favorite things to do. But I also know that there are some really great men out there, and a couple of like my best friends in the whole world are men. So love to make fun of men, but I also like, I understand that not all of them are horrible. Um, yeah, so I don't know if you're hanging out on TikTok for too long or what. If you're already taking a social media break, or that's just not you, stay that way. You know, obviously have your couple of news sources that you check in on so you're up to date with world affairs, but like um don't fall for it. This kind of feels more collective as well, so that's interesting. You seem like a very spiritual person anyway, because you're like talking about past lives and stuff. At least that's what I'm assuming from the way you framed your the description that you put in. Oh man, I'm like, does this mean that there's gonna be a fucking like uptick in like men versus women? Oh my god, I can't handle anymore. I can't handle any more of it. Okay, so we have the garbage truck is here. If anyone needs to put their exes out in the dumpster, just letting you guys know, go do it now. The garbage man is here. Okay, we have the Empress in the reverse and the Ace of Swords reverse. The Empress in the reverse is, again, I'm getting like unhealed feminine energy from that. And specifically coming from women. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy. It's about balance. But I'm getting women from that for some reason. Hello? Sorry, it's distracting me. Okay. Let me get back into it. Ace of Swords reverse. The Ace of Swords reverse is not having clarity, and even like it's even like dishonesty sometimes. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse, codependency, and the Moon, which is secrets and shadows. This feels like the suppression of the feminine. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you're I don't know if you really signed up for a message like this. Like, this is a little bit intense for 1:20 p.m. on a Monday. I don't know. The spiritual message here, we have Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. We then have children. Know that your children are protected. Unicorn, invite serendipity. And then legends. Learn from those who inspire you. This feels very big, and I feel like you're up for the challenge, or you will be. This feels like dude, I should probably do my own like little, I'm sorry, I keep interrupting your reading with my own like little side thoughts. I feel like I should do like a collective reading on this later when I'm on TikTok, because this is crazy. Oh, I feel like there is going to be an uptick in like women should be like this, and women act like this, and men are horrible and they act like this, and they should be acting like this. It's going to cause a lot of people, women in particular, to go back into that kind of like 1950s. I just want to like be barefoot and pregnant, or like, I don't know, wear dresses in the kitchen with my little apron, which I think we kind of see that now, but this feels a little bit more intense. The Moon being shadows and secrets, to me, just says like you notice the darkness coming from that. I think why this is coming up for you is because it's showing up in maybe some of your future friendships with people, or with women that maybe you haven't met yet. Overall, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Sun in the reverse. Page of Pentacles to me is a friendship card. When it's in the reverse, it's kind of like the grass is always greener on the other side. But again, Page of Pentacles always screams like friend to me. In the upright, it's like lending a helping hand. And then the sun in the reverse is delayed happiness. So to me, again, this feels like going back in time. And it's like you start to notice it in some of your female friendships. So you may not have met these people yet. You might notice one or two friends in your friend group. I'm not saying this is Bex, probably not. Bex is like, what? Why? Don't bring me into this. But you might have some friends in your guys' friend group that kind of start to kind of go into that, like, well, maybe women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Kind of, it's like they don't exactly say it out loud, but you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. Now, the spiritual cards to me feel like focus. Focus. Again, stay off your phone. Stay off your phone when you feel like there's too much content coming up about this kind of stuff. Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. This to me is like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So don't close off the tunnel. Stay focused on the light at the end of the tunnel. We then have children. Know that your children are protected. This is about protecting, I don't know if you have kids, but this is about protecting the younger generation so that they don't have to experience whatever the fuck, you know, us adults are going through and like fucking up. So this is about protecting the future. This is about trying to create a better place for the kids to exist in the future. It's very Aquarian. And then we have unicorn, invite serendipity. This is inviting the woo-woo into your life. Oh my God, I don't know what this is about. I just saw, I love to talk about aliens all fucking day long. I have my own experiences, but I'm not someone who like is like catastrophic disclosure is coming in 2027. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Everyone's been saying the aliens are going to come for a while. But I'm kind of getting like alien stuff from this. This is crazy. Who are you? Are you an alien? I'm like, am I talking to an alien in disguise? It's not that the aliens are going to come down in a spaceship and take you away. It's more like we're getting access to more technology and knowledge about the feminine. And that may come from the aliens, or the spirit could be giving me like a metaphor, almost like maybe it's not aliens, but it feels foreign or it feels alien. It feels advanced. So it's almost like inviting the woo-woo into your life kind of opens up the floodgates, and you're going to be seeing a potential future for your friendships, especially your female friendships. And it's really important that you keep your eye on that prize. Now again, don't go into avoidance mode. I'm not saying love and light is like bad, but you can't just live in love and light. Like you have to move through the darkness as well. So that's why the moon is here. You will be triggered by this stuff, and you might be tempted to just be like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't fight. Don't give up the fight, but also know that you don't have to do this fight alone. This isn't like this isn't Misty against the world. You know, like a lot of people feel the same way as you, but remember to take breaks and take care of yourself. You need to take a vacation, You then have legends, learn from those who inspire you. Keep your really, really good friends close, and make sure you guys are really taking care of each other and checking in with each other. I really do I don't know if you expected this. I think you're going to be meeting a lot of new people friendship wise, if you want to, right? You kind of have to put yourself out there in order for this to happen. But, use your discernment. And if you notice a couple of your friends in your friend group kind of going down the alt-right pipeline, just take note of it. And if it gets to be too much, it's okay to cut them off. Yeah. I feel like spiritual big jobs for you. We have Leo, Taurus, and Pisces here. What the hell? What the hell, Leonte? reading was crazy. I don't know if you care. Oh, thank you, Misty. I appreciate you. Okay. And then Meg. What are we at? 55. Oh, you have an angel number as your what's it called? As your timestamp. Ooh. Not the angel number as your timestamp. Okay, last but not least, Meg. Oh no, not the J name. The J names, they're always after something. Okay. Please don't do J. How does Jay truly feel about Meg? What are Jay's true intentions? Okay. You know what's funny? We just came from Misty's reading talking about the alt-right pipeline. Why is that coming out here again? Now, I don't know Jay, and you even said that, like, this is new. So, you know, I always encourage people, like, go out and live your life. Like, don't always depend on tarot readers. You know, you can have someone pull cards, but, you know, you never really truly know, because I could be wrong. Like, I could be wrong, right? Go out and live your life. If you like Jay and you're attracted to him, like, keep seeing them. Like, keep seeing them. Trust them until they give you a reason not to, right? But what I kind of see is we have some weird views on women here. Now, the problem, and we were kind of talking about this during Misty's reading, the problem with some men right now is that, you know, all men and women too, we're all raised with these expectations, these societal expectations. The thing about men right now is that podcasts are really huge, right? Like, there's a lot of, like, alt-right pipelines. The alt-right pipeline is, like, everywhere. Like, there's an alt-right pipeline in skincare, right? Like, beef tallow, natural, that could lead you down the alt-right pipeline because you're trying to be all natural and you want to be different from everybody else. And then and it's like, yeah, that's like a whole thing, right? It's everywhere. Now, the thing with men is that a lot of them have a hard time processing that, like, women don't need them. And they were raised with the expectation that we do need them. And now they have to come to terms with the fact that we don't need them. And that's really weird because a lot of their worth was put on, okay, how do I provide for the women? And so a lot of them are really struggling with that right now. And some of them are facing that head on and doing the work. And then some of them aren't. And I kind of feel like Jay is kind of like teetering between, like, should I do the work or should I not? And I think that he's consuming content that is a little bit misogynistic, but he's still questioning it. I don't think he's like full on, like, I hate women, you need to be in the kitchen, make me a sandwich. I don't think he's quite there yet, but he's thinking about it. So his feelings for you, we have the Empress. He feels like the image of you, not really a problem. He kind of has you up on a pedestal right now, like a woman. And then we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Did you specify if this was a guy? If this is a woman, I'm so sorry. Let me say they. The women can fall into the alt-right pipeline too. So there's a lot of women who hate women out there. So anyway, I still stand by what I said. It's really interesting when you have the LGBTQ community fall into the all right pipeline. That's always interesting to see. That's a spectacle. But the Five of Swords is going out on your own, being a little bit selfish. So he views you as like the feminine, but you're also doing things on your own. And he's like, is that selfish? Or is she just independent? Like, Jay can't really figure it out. Not yet. And it's still new, right? And then we have the Queen of Wands reversed, which is lacking confidence. And then the Seven of Wands, which is being defensive. So he's trying to decide what your insecurities, or he's trying to figure out what your insecurities are. He's trying to figure out, and I feel this from the intentions, and I'll get to that, but he's trying to figure out if your insecurities match up with the things that he's consuming in his content. So it's almost like confirmation bias in a way, like, oh, I hear all these guys talking about this, but I don't really know. Well, let me see how things go with Meg, and then I'll see if like maybe what these guys are saying is right. His intentions, or sorry, their intentions, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Wands. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is not prioritizing correctly. And then the Knight of Wands is being very in and out. It's hookup energy here, especially paired with the Seven of Swords coming out as a challenge. This is someone who's not very honest, sneaky, manipulative. And then we have the Two of Swords reverse, which is not being very great at making tough decisions. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that if Jay has to put in effort, it's almost like it turns him off. And then Jay is like, Meg is making me put in so much effort. Like, I had to pick Meg up and take her to the restaurant. Like, why couldn't she just met me there? It's just like, why are you dating? So what I feel from the intentions though, and I feel like Jay is not there yet, which is interesting to pick up on. I'm gonna say what I feel. I'm gonna go with my gut. I feel like Jay is not completely there yet, but they're leaning kind of towards like misogyny. I don't know how else to put it. Overall, we have the Page of Wands reverse and the Hangman. The Page of Wands in the reverse is doing one thing and saying another. And then the Hangman is feeling stuck, feeling suspended. It requires a sacrifice to not be suspended in the air anymore. So I think what Jay is going to come to realize is that in order to be with you, they have to kind of sacrifice what's being sold to them from their content. And we'll see if they make the right decision, right? Because again, I don't feel like Jay is completely gone. Sometimes I read on guys like this, or not just guys, on people like this, and I'm like, they're gone. They're just like fully, they're just gone. I don't feel like Jay is completely gone. You might, when you go out on dates with Jay, they might say some things like, oh, I don't really care about who people vote for. I'm not really a political person, right? That's very like in the middle. I don't know. What are some other like really neutral things to say? I don't know. But right now, it's really important to protect yourself as a woman from this kind of energy. So just feel it out. The bottom of the deck here is interesting. It's the devil. It's the but in this deck, it's the shadow side. So the way I've been seeing the devil lately is he's kind of like when he notices that you're changing and evolving and he can't really get anything from you anymore, he'll stick around for a couple of days. He'll keep knocking at your door to see if you'll come back. But eventually he just leaves because he's not getting anything from you anymore. The devil doesn't really like to waste time. He doesn't need to. There's a ton of other people out there who can supply him with what he needs. The devil is scary, but I also feel like, again, like if you're not going to supply him with what he needs, he's not going to he's not going to stick around for very long. So we'll see what Jay decides. Whoa, yeah. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. And then memories, cherish memories of loved ones. Not really getting like people who have passed from this. And I'm not really getting like, oh, he's going to choose the right path from this. I'm getting like a huge crossroads from this Two of Swords with Jay. I think with the Empress, I think you really, really impressed Jay. And I think you present something that they haven't experienced before. And I think it's a little intimidating. And I think it's going to take a little bit more time and experience and knowledge in order to figure out where to go, how to move. I feel like Jay is like, I need to feel this out a little bit more. And I would encourage you to feel it out a little bit more too. You don't have to stay with Jay. If you notice that Jay is saying things that you don't agree with, you don't have to stay with him. And I wouldn't encourage, like, if it makes you uncomfortable, by all means, run for the hills. But people have to work through shit on their own time. You don't have to be there for that if you don't want to. But I would just give it like a couple more dates and see how it goes. Okay, Taurus, Pisces here. That is what I have for you, Meg. I hope that helped. What is with all the like alt-right pipeline shit coming up? What the hell, Leonte? Okay, thank you, Meg. I appreciate you. And the angel number of your timestamp, 555, that's like a tower moment. So that's interesting. Not a bad way. Towers aren't bad, in my opinion. At this point in my life, I'm like, yeah, fucking whatever. Anyways, let me look at these comments real quick. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Wait, sorry, I'm just like looking for questions. This is you. Oh my gosh, Ashley, hello. Jay is a dude, just FYI. I'm like, I don't want to be that person. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm sorry I had the comments off. I just like, I cannot focus with all the comments popping up. I just get so distracted, and then we're here for 3 hours and I like, it's, yeah. But anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Ashley, Monique, Jay, Misty, and Meg. I appreciate you guys so much. Seriously, it really does mean a lot when everyone purchases a reading from me, and it keeps me going here. Yeah, it keeps me going. So I will be live on TikTok tonight, and yeah, if you guys want to come hang out. Anything else? I don't think so. I posted a reading on Manon from Cat's Eye today, so definitely go check that out. Cat's Eye member check-in will be up tomorrow. I'm gonna go work on the timestamps for that after this. And then what else? What else? I think New Jeans member check-in is on Wednesday, and then yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to be on Wednesday. I think I'm going to my other job. We'll see how much work I have to. Technically, I have 3 jobs right now. Yes, the American dream. Oh God. I don't know if I'll be on Wednesday. It depends on how much work I have to do for job number 3. But job number 2 has shifts available. So I'm like, kind of want to go to that. So anyways, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys later.